Solo, we'll touch that, but not Solo. No, we're not touching. No, we'll wait till the real guy comes back and jack the prices. We're not.
Look, the match picked up at the moment where what was it? I'm trying. It's on top of my head. It was the moment where the Tomatongas decided to come out. Now look, I'm not going to say Tamaloa, but I'm going to say this. You had one job. You got Cody. Go straight to the turnbuckle. Man, how did you get distracted and run into the ropes? You're doing this on purpose now.
Mm-hmm. You're just trying to anger us.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. We want to give you a chance. Jacob Fatu. Yeah. Jacob Fatu
got it going on.
Yeah, hold on. You got Fatu. You got Tamatonga. Those are badasses. Then you got Tamaloa.
It's like the picture of those three dragons. Like
yes.
We all know who the silly dragon is in that photo.
That's Tamaloa.
That's all. Like that's all you need to see, Mr. Low Blow.
Dude knocked his brother in the head for a low blow. I mean, how you screw up a low blow? It ain't that hard.
I did see that.
The answer is we saw it on. The answer is we saw it. We saw it.
So yes, Randy Orton, and then even the most comical part of this match was yet to be had, because then Kevin Owens' music came up, and I really believe someone played a practical joke on Kevin, because they did not tell him how far the ring was from the ring, because he came out and went, oh.
Oh, son of a okay.
Yeah, he has the fat man run. He's in good shape. I don't think he is. I think he's in good shape.
You could have got that man a golf cart or something.
But yeah, hold on. And then he got there, fought for a little bit. Yeah, I guess to get a breather. And then Randy comes out to do his. Oh, I need to hurry up. And and then Randy has the Baywatch run. Yeah. All he needed was one of the Baywatch lifeguard things.
Yeah, all right, Hasselhoff, get to the ring.
Right, you change that background to Baywatch, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be there. I'll be to the middle of the ring. I swear I'll be.
I think we just found out that Ladarius was a Baywatch lifer.
Yeah, we found out some things.
Or I just know the theme music. So let's not.
You said
pass the judgment.
No, listen, I can't see Chris's face, but I can see your face.
Look, I'm not passing judgment because I watch more Cinemax to the max. So that was my thing.
You watched it after 2 a.m., pal.
You know I did. Just had to make sure my daddy didn't wake up.
All the educational programs.
Yes, like Embrace with the Vampire. Yes, it's a great movie.
But
anyway,
I want to see your whoa.
I mean, look, it's Alyssa Milano. I wasn't gonna, change the channel.
Yeah, listen, I was really charmed by that. So there you go.
I mean, me too. But anyway, we're gonna talk about. Then we get them. They brush off. Then we get Jacob Fatu because Cody does the two. He does one part with the dang steel steps, and he gets nailed. And the steps bounce, and I thought they were going to land on Cody, and I'm like, oh, God, don't kill him. It's like, dear Jesus. That would just screwed the match up. But then, Jacob Fatu shows up, and like I said, guys, this guy is a superstar. I liked him. This man, I can't wait to see more what he will do. But when he did the top rope splash and then oversold, I was like, either he's really hurt, and then, you see Roman, and it kind of made sense if you really listen to what everyone was saying. But then we heard the music with Roman. And I don't know if y'all had this thought. I did. But when Roman's coming out, it's like, man, too bad Bobby Heenan's not here. What side is he on? Because you could actually say that. He comes out. OTC, not over the counter, but, original tribal chief. He decides to get in there, bust some boys up, or basically bust up Solo. Doing the older cousin to the younger cousin, look, little boy, I'm sick of you taking my cookies and my nuggies. And he speared him. And he never touched Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even kind of gave him a head nod.
Yeah.
And then after he got the ring, they stared at each other.
Did that little gangster lean out, like Roman does.
Got on the scene with the gangster and then like.
Yeah. But what I liked about it, I get I get it, John, about I get it about he was spotted with a walking boot, yes. But also, think about it this way. If Jacob Fatu was not hurt, you think he's just going to stand there and watch Roman beat up Solo? They're trying to prolong Solo or Roman and Fatu. I'm just saying, because that will be the match. Yeah, we'll throw the ones up for you. But yeah. Yeah, and here's what I'm going to say. I loved that. I loved the ending. I didn't love the whole match, but I thought when Cody said on SmackDown, I've beaten the original tribal chief. You're just you're just a cosplayer. You're just I'll beat the carbon copy. I loved it because again, Cody acknowledged Roman. So that can be said. That's why he didn't mess with Cody. But what did y'all think of the main event?
I'll let you. You're the guest, Chris. I'll let you go first.
Yes.
Oh shoot, man! As far as like the main event, to your point, CW, it was funny how, well, really to both of you guys' point, it was funny how it was like bloodline rules with really no weapons, but it's still overall, I think it was a good match. Not the best match of the night. I think that would go to probably Damian and Gunther, but yeah, still was a good match. They had everybody coming out there, like you said. That's when everything really picked up. It was kind of like really on schedule. It was really on schedule. Having Roman come back, I feel like that's why you had all that commotion going on. It was the perfect time to do it. You already kind of knew he was coming. You kind of felt it. So the way that they set it up and everything like that, it was beautiful. He came out there, got his love. The pop that he got, though, the crowd pop that he got, it was beautiful because it's exactly the reaction that Triple H was going for when they had him go away, take his time off and build this storyline with Solo. And, so then they bring in Jacob Fatu, they bring in everybody in. And then it's like, all right, now the original tribal chief can come back. And he can come back more so as a baby face, because he left as a heel. Yeah. But now he can come back as a baby face. And and do his thing, and the crowd pop and everything. And the same thing for Rhea, actually, when you think about it, the crowd pop for her is really going from heel to kind of like babyface in a way. So, but yeah, I liked it that they brought him back. It was crazy. I seen when people were leaving, it was a camera they had set up, and people were walking in front of the camera, throwing the ones up and saying, "Yeah, welcome back. Love the fact that you're back." All this other stuff like that. So. We got C double 2 times. Gotcha.
Don't worry. I took that one out.
Yeah, man. But I just think overall the match was great. The ending, I did like the ending. Bringing out Roman Reigns. Like again, Roman Reigns. You could see that he had kind of gave Cody like a head nod, like you saying, "Yeah, I'm back." It was almost like, "Yeah, I'm back." Of course, I'm not gonna let it go out like this. And I did see an article that was suggesting that Cody and Roman are about to go at it. I don't think so. I don't think that's about to happen. I think honestly, Roman has business to handle with Solo, and I know technically he's rolling Solo, but it's the perfect opportunity to bring back Jimmy and Jay as brothers, as the Usos. To come and kind of like help out with Roman, get that storyline going if they choose to go that route. Because I just hope they don't try to use Jay with the Judgment Day stuff, if that makes any sense.
No, you're right. Yeah. No, you're right. And I will say this, and I see Ladarius is back, and I'll throw it to him. I see a bloodline civil war coming. And it's going to be one of those. Roman has to have the walk of I need to make it right with my bloodline brothers. All right, aka I have to go to my family, and here's the thing, Jimmy and Jay. Think about it. Jay got screwed over by Jimmy. Why? He didn't want his brother to turn into Roman. Now they have a brother who thinks he's the high chief. So this is where, again, even though you're the heel, don't mean you're wrong. So
right.
So yeah, Ladarius, what were your thoughts on the main event?
Well, to me, I think it laid out perfectly. Like I say, I don't think I didn't like him, and you kind of talked about at the top. Like, if we're having a bloodline rules match, I would like to see weapons or something that makes me believe, like, it felt like a legit, like just like a straight up one-on-one match, little stuff here and there.
Traditional.
But
it was better than the tribal combat last year.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. No.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're not. It's like trying to talk about Mortal Kombat. We're not going to talk about that. But, or Street Fighter, the movie. No, we're not gonna.
Oh no.
All I gotta say, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Belgian. We're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, America.
It was a little better than Dragon Ball.
That's true too.
Yeah, but even Dragon Ball. Man, hey, here's $1 billion. How do we blow it? That no. But how to blow a budget? What Dragon Ball? I mean, I wanted to see Krillin, but anyway, back to the side.
So, what did you think?
Okay, but I think having Roman come back, and I think you hit it on the head. He comes back obviously as a face, and I think we are going to get something toward Survivor Series. We're going to probably get it. I don't know if they'll do, but I think we get a Survivor Series match. We get Solo, Fatu, we get that in Roman. Get the Usos back, and this is, and I talked about this earlier. It may or may not happen, but just personally, I would love for it to happen. I would kind of like to see Sami Zayn kind of be back in the mix too.
Yeah,
to some capacity, because if we think about it, listen, there was really nobody loyal like he was an honorary Us. Okay, and to me, I feel like he played because of his chemistry with Jimmy. With Jay. Excuse me. There's a chemistry there with them two, with those two, when they were kind of in the. So I'm like, I don't know how they'll do it, but the overriding feeling of this match was, we're not going to get Cody and Roman yet, because there's unfinished business left to take care of, and you can save that match for Wrestle. You can put that match in your back pocket, because it's going to probably happen. But it may not. We may not see it till next year. So put it in your back pocket, ship it away. But to me, it goes back to the fact that, like, Solo to me, and I think Chris said it, was never believable as a tribal chief. Because if you think about it, first of all, him on the microphone, he never really spoke. Like let's be clear, he was never really. More specifically, he was never asked to speak, because Roman Reigns and Heyman were doing the majority of the talking.
As they should.
Yeah. So Solo was kind of like, if you're doing like the Jackson fight, he was kind of like the Tito. He was not asked to do anything. Okay, he was just there, look tough, and then be there. Just like Jermaine Jackson had a hit. So that he's more Jermaine Jackson. He had a hit, but back to the point, because we're all about
yes.
And so when you started to see him on the mic, it kind of makes me feel that his mic work is not great. And I think that to me doesn't make him believable, because to me, simply his work on the mic is not believable. And that what makes it, as a tribal chief, not believable. And Solo's a talent. I'm not knocking the guy's talent, but I feel that what made Roman equally great, he was great in the ring, but he was just as great or even better on the mic.
Especially when he came back as a tribal chief.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, because remember, Roman couldn't talk on the mic to save his life.
Yeah, that big dog face, that kind of what made me kind of walk away a little bit, honestly.
Because And the reason why, because it was shoved down toward us, and we were trying to push it back. And you know what happens with Unstoppable? You know, we tried, like, we don't want this, but we kept. It was like a food that, you know, it was like basically if you don't like green peas or whatever your least favorite food was being force fed to you, basically. And we didn't want it, but through time, and then when he did that thing with John Cena, and John Cena kind of schooled him. And you start to see the change, and you're like, okay, he's getting better. And then to Chris's point, when he became the tribal chief, he took it to a whole nother level because he embraced that heel that we wanted him to be, because the him as a face was simply not believable. And that's not because he's not a great talent, but him as a heel was great, and his mic work was, you know, just as great as his work in the ring. That to me is why that's why I look at Solo the way I do, and maybe it's too high of a standard. But if you're calling yourself the tribal chief, I would like you to be a little bit decent on the mic. I
got you.
And I feel like that's not too much to ask for, because listen, I know you're great in the ring, and you weren't really asked to speak, but if you could do that, you know, I think that's what makes it not believable to me from the whole time. And listen, you could tell poor Paul Heyman wasn't buying into it from the word go. He was just kind of pushed along because, post WrestleMania, because he never believed Solo was the guy. He didn't acknowledge
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman went through a table, and then my guy taking bumps pushing 60. My guy taking bumps through the table and getting his whooped in the ring. I'm like, he's telling, and that's what makes me believe that, hey, I think we see that reunion come down the road. But as far as this match, it set up something like Triple H has always done, like he did with this card. He set up things for the future. He kind of tied it into one end to a certain degree, but left it loose enough till we get something better down the road. So that's why I kind of thought, like I said, these matches, this card booked in each other, and I think this was the right main event, because I think we're going to get something bigger post SummerSlam, whatever pay-per-view they decide to put it on.
All right, real quick, I want to go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say, let me ask you this. Now that just because you had mentioned Sami Zayn, and he did lose his title,
right?
So he is kind of open to, being a part of this bloodline thing.
Yeah.
For example, if let's say that we get a match, and the I guess the new bloodline or whatever, technically even with the Usos added to Roman Reigns, would still have an extra guy.
Right.
So I was trying to figure out, I wonder if they'll have a situation to where, like, maybe it's a big fight, and then like, they're being outnumbered, like maybe at the end of a match or something like that, and then Sami Zayn comes out and, like, said to help and be a part of it, and they like you said, like a big bloodline civil war.
Yeah.
Here's an idea, because we'll go into Raw, but we're going to kind of review it quickly because time. But if you remember, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso were talking in the back about, you're going to get that title. We got unfinished business with Judgment Day. I know we had a couple of people saying they don't want to see Judgment Day and Jey Uso. Well, hold on. I think what's going to happen is, you're going to see the Uso and Sami Zayn go against Judgment Day, because they did beat them for the match in the non-title match. They're going to go up against them, and it'll be for the tag titles. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's when the bloodline attacks them. Sometimes it's like, how do we get the ball rolling? Well, we just got it with Roman. Does Roman make the first
are you
step?
saying,
yeah.
Because I think I see where you're going, and if I'm correct, continue. I was just saying, are you basically saying that, okay, Roman got Solo, right? So let's say we can't get Roman, so let's go get the next best thing. His brothers is right here, his cousins is right here, his guys are right here. Is that kind of like where you're going with this? Yeah,
that's how I would. Because, or it's like this: eventually, Jey and Sami have to get put in this picture. Because if you're doing a Civil War style, And the other question is this, does Jimmy come back by the time Roman interacts with Jay? Because that's another bridge that has to come together. Because before everyone loses their mind, Jey Uso himself has said he wants the bloodline to be together again on the face side, taking out people.
Yeah.
And that would be his goal. But, right now he likes what he's doing and, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm saying is, based off his comment, what I'm seeing with the bloodline, that's where I would go. It's like I would have Jimmy. Either if Jimmy comes back first, him and Roman need to be the first two having to fight some of the bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the bloodline whoops up on them, then Roman has to be like, all right, we need to get some backup. We need to go back. And Jimmy's like, you think he'll talk to us? That's what I'm saying. You got to figure something out. And my theory is, yes, war games with those two bloodlines, if there's any way possible. I know people have said The Rock probably only wants to work WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he works the whole thing. All I'm saying is I would love to see The Rock show up looking like he's about to help Roman and screws over Roman and basically goes, you piece of trash, you lost. This is my bloodline that I paid for. And basically, kind of shows that he's been the wise man, the high chief of this whole thing.
The final boss.
Yeah, he's the final boss. I mean, because that is what they wanted to do was Roman versus Rock.
Yeah.
And I've said it many times, you don't need the title for Roman versus The Rock.
You don't.
And The Rock could look at Solo and go, snap his fingers and say, put it on me. And you watch, Solo would put it on him. And then that's the only thing then you have to do is get someone else, but you could get somebody, from Zilla to Hikuleo to many people that, the relatives of the bloodline, for God's sakes. The tree's freaking forever.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't believe in pruning.
On the way up.
Yeah, I know.
In a minute, half the roster is going to be their family.
Yeah,
you ain't lying. I mean, you ain't lying. All right, let's talk about it because fans were kind of. Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. So Gunther comes out with the title. First of all, the title looks good with him. Two, he was talking about how nothing catches him off guard. Here comes Randy Orton. Love what he says. Okay, that caught me off guard. So now we see Randy, Gunther, and Randy, basically tells him, hey, you won that belt because you beat me at King of the Ring, but did you really beat me?
Did you really beat? Because we all know he did.
Yeah. Shoulder was up. And I remember Triple H in the after show saying, Randy, look, the referee's decision is final, but I believe there should be a Gunther Randy part 2. And when Randy's ready for it, he's going to let me know and we'll make it happen. And
sounds like he's ready.
He comes out and he basically tells him, and you gotta love Gunther. I will not be cut off guard by your move. And by the way, Randy, Gunther is from Austria, not German.
Look,
I mean, dude,
Randy didn't have a map of Europe in front of him. Listen.
I mean, dude. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to help him out. So the next couple of weeks,
he was trying to throw it off on purpose.
Right, exactly. He's like, oh, I know where he's from, but let's see if he corrects.
But today you're from Germany.
My favorite thing is, dude, the whole time you had Kaiser over there, Ludwig Kaiser, who's smiling, going, "I'm from Germany." I was hoping he would have said that, but yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, those, like I said, I'm excited. Bash at Berlin for Randy Orton versus Gunther. What do you guys think about that?
Man, I know it's not going to happen, but I really want Randy to win the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, man. I want him to get one more reign, even if it's a short reign. I can live with that. I just want to see him with the title one last time because I just feel like he's just putting people over at this point.
Yeah. What do you say, Ladarius?
I kind of agree. You know, as much as I want to see another reign for Randall Keith Orton, I don't think we get it. But I think what we're gonna get is Randy putting on a great match as he's going to put over Gunther. It's going to be a great match, and I think that's the goal. If you want to start off Gunther's first title reign, put up against a guy who's been there, done that, and a world champion in himself. I believe the youngest world champion at that, Randy Orton. So I think it's going to be a great match, even though I don't see Randy winning, but I'm anticipating a great match from both.
That's what I'm saying. Because really, you think about it, how many top of title opportunities they're going to put Randy in, honestly.
Right.
And again, we pretty much know they're not going to take the title off of Gunther that fast. But like I said, it'd be nice, even if it was for a night or whatever. I don't know, man. It'd just be nice for Randy to get just one more, title reign before he goes ahead and calls it quits, whenever that may be. Which I'm thinking it may be sooner rather than later.
Well, here, all right. So I want to read the comment. Let's get it in Georgia. I'm a huge Gunther fan. The way they book him originally is great storytelling. Even though he's playing a heel, he wins matches with no interference. Man, Gunther is a throwback. That's what I always tell people.
Yeah, Gunther is a good wrestler, man. Honestly. And do you know what else? There's something that's underrated that not too many people talk about. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably mentioned it, but the fact that he got in shape compared to when Gunther first got there, he was kind of chunky. And Gunther is in shape. And I feel like it's doing wonders for his career, the booking, the storylines, everything, because he looks like a real ring general now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he looks phenomenal. I mean, there's nothing I could say what was it? I think this, and by the way, yeah, I get you. I wish they would have gave Priest a longer title run. Here's what I'm going to say. Priest's title run, I think, lasted as long as it needed to.
Yeah, it served a purpose.
Yeah, it served its purpose, and it's good. He was the champ. People didn't believe in him as a champ, but, I think he was a good champ. I think Gunther, it's his time. We're going to see what he does with the belt. Look, Triple H is making the calls. So he's making the calls based on what he knows and what he's seen with these guys. So with that, we're going to talk about the new debut star. His name is Damian Toretto. You may have seen him on Fast and the Furious. He's also used to be in Judgment Day. But Damian Priest in his, Dominic Toretto look with the cross. And now he's got family.
I'm like,
family.
I've seen this movie a couple of times.
Right.
I saw part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. But
wait, John Cena's coming back? Oh no, he's not.
Oh God, that'd be great now. But I swear I've seen this movie before.
And the thing too about Priest, eventually he still owe a rematch somewhere down the line.
Oh so, yeah. And he's
gonna get that back going too.
Yeah, and I believe he will get that. It's like this. He's playing the role that he has to play. Mm-hmm. But I loved what he did. He came out, BMF walk, and that man came out, got the mic, and said, "Finn, come out here and get your butt whooping. Come on. You're a prince. When did you become a coward? Piece of crap." And, that's when Finn unveiled the whole time, 13 months in the making, with the photo of him being screwed over by Damian. And thank God he got the right photo, because that would have been really bad if it was like a picture of him in Acapulco. But anyway.
Oh, God.
Is that you in shorts? No, wait, sorry.
My bad. God dang it.
Sorry.
And this one. Oh, shoot. Rhea in the bikini. Stop.
Get in there.
Oh wait. Actually, I'll keep that one. But here's the other one.
So I love that. I love the play, but then the camera pulled back as he said, "You'll have to deal with all of us," and that's when you saw the original and just the seething, a lot of seething going on. A lot of guys just wanting to kill.
Yeah.
Damian Priest ran to the back, and of course, we know, everyone goes to the back to, throw stuff around. Then we get Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. That was before the Priest match or the Priest promo. Kaiser looks good. Glad that his ribs didn't take longer to heal. Sheamus wins. I know Pete Dunne tried to come on in there. That didn't really go well for him. But no. Lyra Valkyrie versus Shayna went 3 minutes. Nothing I can say to really talk about that except okay. That first hour, what did y'all think? Commercial free. Actually went by fast too.
Yeah.
It did when they did it like that, man. I actually, I don't like commercials anyway, so I enjoyed the commercial free.
Yeah, I just hate that the commercials coming afterwards. But what you got? What'd you say, Ladarius?
Well, to me, look, what I will say, because see, when I do this, I'm trying to find the right words. I don't want to. I think I've insulted a lot of people this show.
That's all right.
JD McDonough, I would not apologize for. But
that's fine. He has a huge forehead.
The man's got money. He could buy a headband. But no.
Lord have money, y'all.
Maybe 2. No. I don't know what they're paying nowadays. But I guess I think you kind of covered the Judgment Day. But going back to the Lyra Valkyria, here's the thing. What I did like is, and I think I talked about this maybe last week or maybe, I like how we're getting a couple of good female factions.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Shayna. We got Shayna, Sonya Deville, and we got Zoe Stark. And then you saw Damage Control, Damage Control, the newly looked Damage Control. And then, I guess, I don't know what they're trying to do with Lyra, and because I like Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. They're trying.
The Dancing Birds.
Yeah. So you said it, not me. Now I got JD McDonough calling me. I'm ignoring the call. Now his forehead is blocking the button. So, but to me, I guess I think looking at it I just think that what Triple H is trying to do is that now, I'm looking from the women's division perspective now, because we need more, because obviously what's going on with Liv holding the belt, you got to have more storylines with the women to kind of keep everybody doing something. And that's why I like how the factions are going. And like I said, you saw it at NXT kind of with Fallon Henley, Jasmine Nix, and JC Jane.
Yes.
They're doing that. I think having the faction is going, and like, let's get a GA. Listen, Shayna should have been booked better since the minute she got there.
No, I know.
Yeah,
because my problem, and I had the same problem with Zoe Stark. It's like, look, I understand you can't push everybody. I get it. You can only push so many people. It's like any sports team. You can't pay your favorite player, can't get the same kind of contract as everybody else. I get that. But when we're talking like Shayna Baszler, who, if you watch her work at NXT, and you're telling me she gets called up, and you're like, we put her in tag teams. We put her in a tag team with Nia Jax. And then, but also Nia Jax became a singles champion. It feels like Shayna Baszler kind of does deserve better booking. And to me, I don't know if, to be honest, I don't know if they will give her a singles run, and it's not her fault. Because if they're going in the direction that they're going, the question becomes, does Shayna deserve a singles run? Absolutely. But when you look at what's coming and what, it depends on what Triple H has plans to do. And I think that's why he kind of does these female factions, is to give them something to do, because the whole Liv and Rhea thing is taking up the title picture there. So this is where I say, if you had a mid-card belt for the women, you could have something. And I think that's just something that should come down the streamline because now you have a mid card belt. If the men have a mid card belt, why should not the women have a mid card belt? Because then
Right.
you can go. Then you can have a conversation about maybe potentially Shayna Baszler getting a singles title, or getting a legitimate run at a title. But I know we're supposed to be brief, but I'll go back to my water and back to you.
You're fine, brother. I was just going to let you talk, and eventually I'll get dinner.
Back in
Man,
1934.
Back in my day.
man, Shayna Baszler, man. Yeah, I feel like just because of her style and everything, she should definitely get some
Yeah,
better booking.
yeah. I
And
feel she got alienated. Yeah,
yeah, but if they do have that mid card, they do need to add like I guess what a women's intercontinental champion or something like that.
yeah.
It would be great, and everybody would be gunning for it just because they can say I'm the first to get that.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
it
You
can
look at
that can build for a new storyline as well, just in itself.
NXT, what they did with the women's North America title. We're getting more competition because Roxanne Perez is dominating there. So
Man,
you
she
get the
is
mid
killing it down there.
and you get the mid card belt. Look, Kalani Jordan, she just fought. It was a great match between her and Tatum Paxley. Like, there's competition down there for that mid card belt there. So it can be. So I guess it's the experiment, and so far the experiment's working. Having Kalani Jordan be the inaugural champion, and she's had a couple of great title defenses. I think you can put whether. I don't know how you would do it brand wise, but you need a mid card belt in the women's division because there's talented women, and then you kind of look at the title picture, you know how that kind of works out, especially on Raw. It's pretty much Liv and Rhea, so you need other things to do. A mid card belt would solve a lot of problems.
Mid
Yeah.
card belt would solve a lot of problems because here's another idea. If you're not able to do two mid card titles, do one mid card title
Yeah,
and have it to where that title's defended on both shows.
yeah,
That title can be traveled.
yeah. You can
So
you
so that
you
champ can stay busy.
you can treat it like how the women's tag belts are treating it, but I'm like, let's get a G. It's like those belts should be traveling across the shows, which it kind of does to a certain degree. But like, what are we really doing with like? I understand like what you're doing, but those belts were made for the same purpose to go across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So, but I don't know. To me after that whole thing with Naomi and Sasha Banks, now Mercedes Moné. I think after that, like it kind of the belts, those title belts lost a lot of in terms of reputation.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So when you put it on Bianca and Jade Cargill, you're like, oh, we're getting something. It's just a matter of where's the competition. Like the belts work, and to me, I'm like, if listen, there's too many women. You can pair up two women. We've seen it. Like they literally paired up Jade and Bianca. It's not like you cannot pair them, but it's like nobody's going to take them seriously because there's no competition to take it seriously. And that's not disrespect to Alba Fire, Isla Dawn. There's no disrespect, but where's the competition? That's the problem. That's why I say there's more competition.
Ladies. No, I was about to say the competition part, just real quick. I'm just saying, like Beth Phoenix isn't walking through the door. So I'm talking about a fresh Beth Phoenix, not now Beth Phoenix.
Right.
She's not walking through the door. Old school wrestlers like saying Jacqueline. Shoot, man, China,
Victoria.
God rest her soul.
Yeah, Victoria and
Yep.
So
Trish.
Ivory, Lita. Yeah, so that's what to me it's the competition. It's where I don't knock the concept of the belts, but show me the competition because that's why I say a women's mid card belt will serve a better purpose than the women's tag belts because listen, we just talked about like a Shayna Baszler. Literally every of the women we like Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Sonya Deville, and all these like we could have competition, but with the women's tag belts, like there's not like I tell people this: if you can name me at least 3 women's tag teams across all 3 brands that would be contenders, like we can have a conversation. But then you need more teams than that because when those run out, you need more. So you have a lot of great singles female wrestlers, but the tag team you're just throwing. It works in the past, but listen, get a mid-card belt, and you'll see the competition across Raw and SmackDown, the women's division, better because we complain about. Listen, they'll get on television more. It checks a lot of boxes because we're seeing with Kalani Jordan, it's working. Like if that's the experiment, like okay, let's try it out. It's working because you're getting great match. Like I said, the Kalani Jordan and Tatum Paxley match last night was great.
Yes,
and then we kind of saw that there's probably more down the pipeline as well.
Yeah, no, for real, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Great booking and storylines. And from me coming back, I'm saying just recently, I'm enjoying the storylines. I'm seeing the vision, and then just like how we're talking about the potential of so many other things that can happen once you have a mid-card belt for the women. Once you build these storylines between the singles, men and women. And the thing about it is we still got to remember we still have one of the best female wrestlers that have ever, since stepped foot in the ring, going to be coming back in a little bit, and that's Charlotte Flair.
Right.
And what do you do with her?
Right, because you can't because if you put her on SmackDown, are you going to have her go against Nia first and then have Nia? But you put a good mid-card belt there. Now we're getting that's another belt Charlotte could win. So because she's won everything else. So like
he gets distracted by gold.
Yeah, like hey, there's better and worse distractions. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I won't go into it because
Dominic's chicken nuggies or tendies. Yep. Charlotte's gold.
Yep. Oh, it's shiny. I need it. So.
Yeah. Wow. I love what we're talking about because because it's from a 3-minute match. Because here's what I'm going to say. I think mid-card belts are needed.
Yes.
I would still say one mid-card, and then you have if you want to keep the tag title. But if you're willing to give those up, man, or send the tag title straight to NXT.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go here. NXT knows how to do it.
Yeah, because they use it as the test run.
Down there, man.
They know what's up. So, talk about what's up. What's up, Smitty?
Smitty.
What up, fam? So good to see you.
Yeah, see, he showed with the Falcon stuff. I showed with the Falcon stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, y'all missed it, man. Smitty unlocked the new character, man. You got to go on Smitty Sports Machine, man, to see the new character he unlocked.
Oh, we're gonna have to see that. So
yeah, man. My boy Smitty unlocking new characters out here, boy. He gonna come out with a video game in a minute. Y'all keep on, watching out for him.
Oh, we will. So let's go to the next segment. Look, and it's real simple. CM Punk comes out. He's happy. Don't know why. That's he brought that up. But really, if y'all didn't realize or didn't watch a few segments ago when Bronson Reed comes to Adam Pearce and asks why he wasn't booked for a match. Bronson Reed, big guy, Aussie. Well, Pearce look, he was trying to come up with another excuse. And he's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to make my own way. And walks off. People don't know about this. So we're watching. Hey, let's see. What's this here? Okay. AI lies. AI. I hear you. And then I tell you, I'm impressed with Dominic's Mysterio over the. Yep, I am too. We'll definitely talk more about that. But the reason I'm bringing up Bronson Reed because during the CM Punk Seth Rollins cowboy look, by the way, Hangman Page called. He wants his look back, or his thrills back, or whatever, his fringe. Drew McIntyre knows how to troll because he showed off the bracelet. That hold on. That what? Shiny things for Charlotte, nuggies and chicken tendies for Dominic, and CM Punk has a bracelet.
Damn.
If you show him the bracelet, he's bailing. So
he
we now know
loses it and just goes after him.
Yeah, he does, because he sure does. He made a beeline and everything. And then Seth gets destroyed by Bronson Reed.
Listen,
Oh my God.
Seth
That was like,
Rollins,
I'm sorry. That was one of the most entertaining things of the night.
it was because here's the thing. You're thinking the crowd's gonna be against it. The crowd was like, "Yeah." I'm like,
They
"What?"
were
The
egging it
fans,
on. And
they
then
were
they,
like,
and
one more
then got the
time.
nerve
One more
and
time.
then,
And the
and then got the nerve to start trying to sing his song when it's all
Right.
over. What?
Oh, I'm like, this man is bleeding out of his mouth, and you
Well,
guys were saying,
Blood Pact
"Oh."
didn't work the way it was supposed to. But yeah, I mean,
I mean, that was literally a bloodline coming out of his mouth, and we're all cheering like this. Oh my god!
Man,
this was one of the
Holmes did that
Good.
like 6 times.
Yeah, that was sick. Listen.
Hold on, and remember, the man did 2 sentons before he did the splashes too.
Right. So it's like maybe he did 2 more splashes. Great. No, my guy said, you know what? The crowd wants more. Like, oh, they're gonna, boo Bron. Your Bronson like, we. It was like, come on.
And by the way, yeah, go ahead.
No, it was like they were cheering for it. I'm like, and listen, it was kind of like, oh, I can't watch, but I sure stared and watched. I'm like, listen, like Seth, I love
don't
you, my
want to see
guy.
it. I cannot turn away.
Right, Seth, I love you, my guy, but listen, as long as my guy's going up that top rope, I gotta watch. Listen. I know you got a wife and kid at home, but hey, that's over there.
So does Bronson Reed, and
Exactly.
here's the other thing.
He's like, my wife said I can't get it done, and bam, gets it done on television. Gets it done.
And by the way, Bronson Reed, or you know what? If you're security, if you're these producers and referees, roll the man out of the ring. Don't just leave him dead in the middle where he can get splashed 6 other times.
That's T-Move security right there for you.
Yes, that is.
That's T-Move security.
They did not get Amazon shipping on this one.
I'm sorry.
Those were the same guys that allowed the fan to tackle Ronald Acuna Jr. about a season ago.
Right.
Exactly. And those people need to get their butts whooped. Then these people need to have a talk with Jesus, because these folks came out here. And you know what? Everyone's like, oh my God, get a stun gun, get a stun. The only image I had in my head, I don't know if y'all remember this, is when Kurt Angle brought a tranquilizer gun and shot it at the Big Show.
It took one. I'm like, that's not believable.
Exactly.
Like you're taking down King Kong. They shot 1 bullet. I don't believe that happened. No.
I loved it how Michael Cole's like, get a stun gun. I'm going, are you going to get close enough to hit him?
Right. Are you going to, Michael, just sit there at the desk, Michael?
And then, of course, Pat, we all know how I feel about him. He should have just, took the place of Seth and took those splashes, but that's just me.
I thought you were a big Pat McAfee guy. Well,
I hate Pat McAfee. You know this. If you're taking spots out of my WWE 2K game, I don't want you around.
I thought you bought the DLC pack, too.
Heck no, I haven't downloaded that mess. Nope, will not play as him.
They got a Pat McAfee DLC or something?
They have a Pat McAfee DLC, and hold on. You know what's sad? There ain't no wrestlers in that game. It's him, or in that pack. It's him and his guys on his podcast. AJ Hawk, Butler, and the 2 idiots on the toxic table.
You gotta really love you some Pat McAfee to do that, bro.
Right.
Exactly, and that's where we were all like, really?
Yes.
We don't even like Pat McAfee that way.
C-Dub's gonna break up them $10 for it. So.
Heck no, I bought the big old expansion pack. I was like, yeah, I'm ready to play. And then I saw that was one of the things. I was like, I'm not downloading that. I got CM Punk so far. That's all that I needed. And so let's see. That's the next. Okay, because I want to make sure I got it right. So the next match, really the main, because, you have the Wyatt Six, you have CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Gunther. Mm-hmm. Nah, we're going to talk AOP versus the New Day.
No, we're not.
Because somebody finally came out of hiding.
Where did you get the new Big E?
Xavier gets the roll-up win. But ladies and gentlemen, the new Odyssey Jones has emerged out.
He came off the bench and he's getting some minutes.
And everybody looked at him and went, "You working?"
Right.
Yeah, maybe he
Oh, boy,
look.
they did not do him like that, did they?
You're the guy in catering. You're the wait. Really?
Wait a minute.
What?
Hunter's letting you out of catering today?
No. I mean, all right. He's in Gorilla, so I guess I go out there.
Man, John says Pat is very entertaining, man. He don't know what y'all
Yeah,
talking.
I didn't want to keep it out that long, but you know, look, you have an opinion. You can be wrong. It's totally fine. I understand.
I'll talk to Pat. Listen, you got a big fan. This guy loves you.
Yeah. But for me, I would like to super kick Pat in the ding ding, and
we can book that for Bad Blood.
Oh yeah, you know, I got bad blood with him, all right, you know, and I'll come out to Taylor Swift bad blood too to make it more entertaining. But
if you get Kendrick Lamar, you get one with Kendrick Lamar, that'd be even better.
Oh, I mean, you know, you thought I was more. You thought
I can see
you thought Jay.
Hey, look, coming out there, not like us. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you can see it too.
I will come out to Outcast if I did it proper. I'll come out to Bombs Over Baghdad. I won't be scared.
No, you're gonna come out to Hey Y'all. That's what you're gonna.
Nah, I like Bombs Over Baghdad, man. That's always a good jam when I'm on the treadmill.
You can't use that. It's either Hey Y'all or Miss or Roses. Your call.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Who's Miss Jackson? I don't know. It's a song you can use.
Well, you didn't want me to use this song, so I'm using this song.
He's wearing a singlet. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna wear the real thongy thongs tights. That's what I'm gonna wear.
Listen, it's about getting eyes on the TV, not away.
That's true. I might wear the R-Truth gear then.
Let's keep the camera away from the back. Yeah, let's.
Okay, I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Or like what the Big Show used to wear with that big diaper. Yeah, we did that sumo match. That
God, the satchel. What is it?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was unwatchable. That's what it was.
Oh my God!
It was like my eyes were like I can't do that again.
All right. Yep. Oh yeah, we're already getting some good stuff here. I'm enjoying this. All right. So what did y'all think about Odyssey Jones showing out, man? I mean Look, the move was hella impressive. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he got a good pop. Look, New Day have been needing someone to step in for them since Big E got hurt.
Man,
so what do y'all think?
Well, first of all, I hate that Big E got hurt, and I hate that Buddy botched the move. Like I really do, man. That's some bull. That's some bull, man.
That's the ding ding. Jesus Christ.
Yep. You know what? Thank you, John Brooks. I will. I'll do it for the people.
But for real though, man, I hate that for Big E, man, because Big E, he was just won the freaking title, man. It was like, come on. But anyway, though, back to we said Odyssey Jones, right?
Yeah, Odyssey Jones.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't call him Osmosis, but at the same time, though, like, hey, man, I'll mess up somebody's name. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, as far as Odyssey,
I've done it too.
It was like I said, he got a good pop. Me personally, I don't know a whole lot about fella, but I can definitely tell he's about to be the quote unquote new Big E, I guess. And again, to your point, they have been needing somebody because their momentum has kind of like died without Big E in a way. So to have a third member back to the stable is a good thing. I just like eventually Xavier Woods is going to turn on old Kofi Kingston, man. I think he's going to take Big Boy with him.
Yeah. I mean, I think you don't have to have Xavier turn heel about it. I think you can have him maybe look at Kofi and go, let me do my own thing and see where it goes. And he can come back, and come back to the team. And not only that, don't also hold back about Big E, or don't think Big E won't like step in and go, hey guys, y'all work together. Come on. Something like that. Either way, they planted seeds. And look, I like Odyssey Jones. He got hurt a couple of years ago. It was like a patella injury. And it was in NXT. So he's been recovering. So I know that's one of the things. So, and somebody asked, so I have to do this. What's my beef with Pat McAfee? Let me put it like this.
Demetrius, that's a very good question.
You want to know what my beef is? It's So what do I, like? It's more like this. What do I like about Pat? Nothing. He's a bum. He's a poser. He's a piece of
The
caca.
man has a
I do
Super
not
Bowl ring. What
like
are you
this
doing,
man.
man, dude?
Oh, I can take that Super Bowl ring and wipe my butt with it because it's a punter Super Bowl ring. It don't mean nothing. I'm going heel on this one. He
I
ain't
wouldn't wipe
nothing.
it. Listen, that ring is kind of small, C-Dub. I'm saying be careful with that.
Yeah,
So,
I will. I
One
promise.
false move and it's a wrap.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. He won't know where it is because his hanger-ons are always holding on to his jock, so I won't ever get close to him. They're always.
That's not good.
He's got his boys always like, hey, we love you, Pat. You're so cool, Pat. We can't draw ratings, Pat. It's like whatever.
I think
Yeah.
the full heel turn here.
Yeah. I've been planning my heel turn against Pat as soon as he walked into my WWE Raw. So,
let's some Pat McAfee merch and we'll be okay.
And he's not a dog.
DAW.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna fast forward because, like I said, I think JD versus Priest was a good match. JD, first of all, you called about the forehead. Here's what I'm gonna say: that forehead must be made of steel, because you did see the dive where he basically goes through the ropes, and I swear his head hit the dang table, the announce table.
Oh, it did.
I'm like, how is he still moving?
He has to have insurance just on his forehead. So,
bro, my thing is a man don't have all that, and he can't use it. You know what I'm just saying?
Yeah. I mean, use your assets. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against
it.
I'm just acknowledging his presence of the forehead. That's all.
The best thing about Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest now as faces, we get to see if the fans will stand by them. The pop that Priest got for the promo and for his match, and then the pop that Rhea got, that should tell you everything. This is going to be very entertaining to see what they do throughout the run that they do here for now. That they're facing.
Nice placement of the headbutt too, for Rhea, and then the elevation that Damian Priest got.
Well, that's also JD McDonough. He's the one that elevates him.
He sold. Yeah, JD sold that thing good, boy.
JD's a good seller. I mean, that's why I'm like, he's a very good wrestler. It's just, like we said, is he is he a threat? No, not really. But when you're in a match, he's going to make it believable for everybody.
Yeah, you can sell.
Mm-hmm. Ray, shut up.
He's agreeing.
Let him cook. Let the dog cook. What are you doing?
Like, God dang, man, I don't need you on the show. I ain't got the money.
I don't know where the rest of that budget goes to. I wouldn't know.
We don't have a budget. That's the problem. I'm on my phone. That should tell you something about my budget. My computer keeps freezing. So what do you think about Priest and McDonough?
It was a good match. It served the purpose, and he was really forward thinking. So forehead thinking. So
man won't let the man live at all. He just did.
Nope.
He's gonna roast that forehead for everything it's worth, just like I'm gonna roast Pat McAfee.
I mean, unless you don't get a headband, I'm coming after you.
Dude, if he gets a headband, it's just gonna look weird.
Oh, we got some controversy in the.
This is going to be the controversial fellas. I've never been sold in Liv Morgan. Okay, I've never looked at her as a main event caliber. All right. I will say this: I don't think Liv is that, but what Liv is a foil to Rhea, and that's all you need. You need somebody to make Rhea chase for the belt. And here's the other thing that no one's talked about. Judgment Day could get some heaters. Raquel Rodriguez could be coming back, and she could be a perfectly good heater with Liv. Make it difficult for them to do anything, to go there. Let's see. Let's talk about my guy, Dom. scored live, Eddie would be. Yes. Not only that, but the chicken nuggets and the chicken tendies this man's getting.
Yeah,
those are some premium chicken. Like
They're
some chicken.
juicy.
You look at me though, man. Are we talking about chicken nuggets still, C-Dub? Or you?
Yeah, well, we could talk about both actually with that statement, but either way, yes, chicken, yes.
what just happened?
What, you never had a nice plump chicken tender?
No, you and I both know, C-Dub, we're not talking about chicken tenders, my guy.
I was talking chicken tenders. I mean, I'm a food connoisseur. I am kind of hungry right now.
I was talking about. Rat.
We're all professionals.
We are focused individuals.
We're focused on juicy chicken tender. Yeah, so
chicken tendies and nuggies. I might go to Crystals. All right.
I think C-Dub wants to wrap this show up, so we'll let him.
Jeffrey has an appointment with some nuggies or some tendies somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. It's like, man, it's pushing 8 o'clock. My appointment lasts so long. So
in my head, I'm going, okay, what other match was there after this?
You want to talk about the American Made and the.
Oh God, yeah, we have to talk about them too.
We don't have to.
Well, it's not that. No,
to the show
no, like you're right. No, well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
All show. So
stop it! Stop it! You've been. You and your daydream rant have contributed to the show. So let's talk about it. Again, I want to say Io Sky, or it's like this. When they had the match for Sonya and they jumped Dakota Kai, I was just going, well, that's kind of stupid. Isn't Io still in the building? And sure enough, Io's music comes out. I love Io Sky. I do.
I mean, once who can fly, my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. Yeah, same here. Yeah. Bianca and Jade, when Jade is comfortable going one-on-one more, I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
But yeah,
have Jade be the one to initiate too.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I wouldn't be upset with that because Bianca is a super face. Let's not look past that. She really is awesome at that. All right, let's talk about it, guys. The Wyatts versus not American Alpha, American Made. Thank God he didn't say American Males. I would have had to come through the phone and TV to smack him if he did that.
I remember that tag team and that music.
Yeah.
Oh, American Males. American Males. I'm like, no.
Hey, shut up, C-Dub. No one was here.
Hold on. Or if they're really smart, they need to do the right thing. You go out and buy the Hulk Hogan WCW theme, American Made, because then I'll be okay with that, But you're gonna have to change a whole lot of lyrics because it's like got the red, white, and blue in the U.S. effect. Yeah, all that mess. It's kind of lame. But anyway, yeah, it is. It is a lot of work. So you know what? Just hang out with Def Rebel and just have a lame music. I mean, he's American, and they have blue and black. So they, there's no red, white, and blue. So that's kind of sad.
And a random saxophone thrown in.
Thank you. I'll never forget when I heard that song the first time. I went, "Why is there a saxophone?"
Listen, everyone loves a good sax. So,
yeah, I guess so. But Baltimore. So 11 years ago, the date on August 5th, the Wyatts debuted the first time in Baltimore. Well, 11 years later, present, the Wyatts Sick debuted. And guys, what did y'all think about? Because I'm going to tell you, here's my thoughts. I had goosebumps, I had tears, I had chills, and I even had what the hell, because this match was just everywhere. But it was, to me, I love the tributes. I love the whole match.
Mhm.
The rocking chair, the lantern, just hearing Shattered finally. It's almost like just a breath of fresh air. What did you guys think of the Wyatt Six debut?
I liked it, man. You honestly, all this stuff like that's so planned out, and they could have been dropped it, but to have the anniversary and everything come up, and to drop it on that particular day, like you said, the match was everywhere, but it still was entertaining. I believe they hit a lot of emotional triggers within the fans, which is important. Uh, it was a good match overall. Again, like I mean, it actually was a better match than I thought it was going to be, which is good because that means that the performers can perform their roles and their characters and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I enjoyed it though. It was good, man. Shout out to Bray. What I'm saying, and I love the fact that they're keeping that legacy going, just period. And so Uncle Howdy doing his thing. It's believable what they're doing, and it's an emotional trigger. I believe every time they come out and do the tributes and everything like that, they're automatically just roping the crowd in, and that's what Triple H wants. That's what you want, saying, for WWE and everything. So I'm enjoying it. I think it's gonna go far, and it's gonna be good.
All right. What did you say, Ladarius?
Listen, I piggyback what Chris says because I think for most people, the Wyatt family, it wasn't so much about the wrestling. It was the
Mm-hmm.
storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he hooked people in. Like Bray was an amazing performer. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. But for that group, for the initial group, it was all about it talked about family. Like it talked about issues that it resonated with the fan base.
Right.
Because sometimes family is not always, like your mom or it could be the people around you. And that's what made Bray so great and loved was because of the fact that he made you feel like family, like you were a part of his family, because he was able to connect with the fans in such a way in the ring, on the mic, and with that group. And then you fast forward 11 years to the day, and then what got me was the end of the show, where they're all posing in the middle of the ring. Every
Mm-hmm.
time I see that, I get the chills. And as for the match itself, look, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, Eric Ward, I've said this once and I'll always say it again. Those three can work. Those three put on a great match. And like Chris said, it was a better match than I expected, not because I didn't think they were going to perform well, but given the time they had and the match was still great, but to me it was about the nostalgia. And you thought about Bray, and every time you look at this group, you think about Bray. And sometimes I think people understand. Don't focus so much on the wrestling, despite everybody in that group can actually get it done in the ring. Think of it as like the way Bray, how he built the Wyatt family. Think of it as family, and look how
Mm-hmm.
the characters, like they're all different but all connected, and that to a certain degree is family for most people. And when you look at you look at some of those who are wrestling fans, it connects. That's what made Bray great. He always connected. It didn't matter what race, your religion, anything. He connected with you on a different level than what most wrestlers did. Most wrestlers would try a light that what took most wrestlers decades to do. It seems that Bray figured it out in a matter of years, and with all the work that he did behind the scenes to put it together, and how the group turned out, he made you feel something. And I think if people can be patient, because it's easy to write off the Wyatt Six. Oh, it's a Wyatt family. No, it couldn't be more opposite.
See.
Because if you watch Taylor as Uncle Howdy,
Mm-hmm.
and we
Mm-hmm.
know we know who they are behind the masks, it makes them human. If that makes them human, it connects them even more. So whatever Triple H is doing, let them cook and let them do it because it's working. And what helped is the sentimental value that it did happen 11 years to the day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, I timing.
so
Mm-hmm.
all of that, I mean, that last match and that and that end of the match when you see Nikki, they haven't said her, but then you see Nikki come in and you see they take that photo, that at the end, it's like that's what it's supposed to hit you in the field. It did it. That was the job. Like
Mm-hmm.
the match was great, but the ending was better because it hit you in the feels. Because for
Yep.
those who know what happened 11 years ago, those who so to
You
me
set
it
the
was just
crowd happy.
yeah, it
You,
was very
you,
enjoyable all the way throughout. That's what made it enjoyable.
Yeah.
sitting
This.
home, like, man, that was a great experience and all that,
Yeah,
et cetera, et cetera, man. That's what you want to do. And overall, guys, saying just to close it out, for me, I know overall, just when you think about the show with the no commercials and the different storylines that you've seen going on, you got Randy versus Gunther
Mm-hmm.
and Rhea coming out, Liv, Judgment Day, everything that just went on that night. You think about the show in a whole, it was a masterclass.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go here. Normally we talk about NXT and everything. We're gonna wrap it up. But I gotta say, just watch. If you didn't know anything about anything, watch what this match meant to Eric Rowan
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
when he did the tribute moves of Luke Harper and how
Mm-hmm.
everyone connected with it. He was a part of that debut 11 years ago.
Yes.
And when the crowd is saying we want Rowan, you know, remember that promo he did where he said no one's going to want me. No one cared about me. So there's so much when you hear that. Um, so love this. Now, we're going to do final thoughts. Also, plug your stuff. So, Chris, we'll start with you since you're our special guest. What special thoughts are and also plug your stuff, brother.
Oh well, final thoughts, man. I'm excited actually to see what SmackDown's going to bring and everything. I'm gonna check it out. I plan on checking that, but it's gonna be tough because I know Falcons football is probably gonna be on too. But I'm gonna try to delegate. But either way it goes, man. I appreciate you guys. It's allowed me to step on the platform with you guys. And me being a casual wrestling fan, getting back into it. But as far as like anything else, you guys check us out tomorrow. We will be on the United Five North Sports Machine, and that is
Yes.
me, Antoine Smitty Smith, my brother Berto, who will be on Bleacher Report too. Check him out on there. He's going to have quite a few assignments this month. So yeah, y'all check him out as well. But we will be doing a show tomorrow night, about 7 o'clock. Make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll be talking Falcons training camp. I know in a minute, they'll be playing the Dolphins on Friday again. So we're
Oh
looking
yeah.
forward to previewing a little bit of that. Got some questions, some topics we're going to talk about. So please, by all means, come through for that. A1 Forever Sports, my channel. And the show is cool and fly too. We be generational because it's always time to be, and we don't settle for less because you can always have more with the vision, of coming, check us out, have a conversation with us. We talk Braves, Falcons, Hawks, really just about anything that revolves around GA sports. If we can get to it, we definitely will. But mainly focus around, um, like I said, Falcons, Braves, and Hawks. But we talk other things too, and that's why I wanted to come on here, talk a little wrestling with you guys, show that the channel was diverse in at the same time, and just have a general good conversation with you guys because you guys know what you're talking about. I've caught many of your shows and your weekly reviews, so so I definitely appreciate you guys allowing me to come on and catch me on Twitter, catch me on Instagram and on TikTok. A1 Forever.
Yeah. Appreciate you so much, brother, for coming on and being a part of the show. All right. And also, so let's get it before Ladarius, you get on. I'm going to ask. He asked, what, in our opinions, Raw or SmackDown, who's better? I'll let you answer, and then I'll answer my final thoughts too.
Is it me or Chris?
Yeah, well, I'm throwing it to you, Ladarius.
Oh well, listen, we don't have cue cards around here. Okay.
No, you're fine. That's why I said I was throwing it to you. I
Yeah,
thought I said
yeah,
it out
yeah,
loud.
yeah. No, yeah. This is where the behind the scenes stuff gets on camera. It's where
Yeah, yeah. Our production crew really doesn't do anything. They just sit back and just bark at us the whole time.
yeah.
Shit.
What did that
Lazy
dog say?
dogs.
What did that dog say?
Ray Ray. Okay, yeah. Ray Ray's a jerk. Bonnie just loves around, and Ray and Bandit, you ain't getting nothing out of him.
But you can follow me on social at @Ladarius_Brown on both Twitter and TikTok. You can follow Instagram at @Ladarius_Brown. The podcast came up, dropped an episode today, as a matter of fact. Talked about the Olympics, talked about Pro Football Hall of Fame, talked about building platform, just kind of to get back in the swing of things. I'll answer Let's Get a GA's question. To be honest, I like both, but if you ask me today, I think it's Raw now, but I think SmackDown is going to be significantly better moving forward in terms of storyline progression. But so, and then also I've been writing about the Olympics, but I just finished my last article about the women's the swimming and the gymnastics, and so covering softball. So it's been busy, but then of course football season right there, so there'll be more stuff coming out. I guess I'm assuming between, if the production crew allows it, between me and C-Dub, more so down the road as well. So, and then also Chris, thanks for coming on. Thanks for putting up with me and putting up with my silliness. Silly, yeah.
All
so,
good fun.
So always good having you on. Gave us some amazing thoughts as well. So back to you, C-Dub in studio.
Studio. Chris, want to thank you again, man. We really appreciated you coming on, being on the show. So thank you so much. And y'all check out A1 Forever YouTube channel, and also the Spinny Sports Machine and the 95. You said it was 90 United 95.
Yeah, 95 North Falcons talk show, man. That's
Cool.
brother. I'm saying Birdo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Great show.
Yeah. So make sure you guys subscribe to those guys, please. They came on, and we really appreciate them big time. So let me just put it like this, and don't forget Braun Strowman. Yeah, you can't forget True Train Braun.
Do I get to do it? I got to do it.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll let you.
Okay, we're good.
All right. Yep. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just one.
I heard that. I said, "What the hell?"
Braun Strowman does the choo-choo. It's hilarious. It's when he runs around the ring. So it's one of those, where you see it. I just want to say thanks to everyone that got to watch SummerSlam, got to check out AEW, WWE, whatever you like, enjoy it. There's not a wrong or right show to watch, and if you feel like you want to be, you want to speak your mind about it, do it. But also remember, everyone that's doing this stuff, they're doing the show the best to their ability. So just remember that, these are actually men and women that are actually, putting their bodies on the line to do it. And then also want to say, make sure you follow Ladarius, make sure you follow Jerry Nims. He wasn't here, but, just make sure to follow him. And then also check out Chris A1, and also check out Ladarius's, what was it? I can't really read it because I got it on my phone, so I'm not really able to see your tagline, but I wanted to make sure y'all follow him. He's got some great articles up on X and also on Instagram. Ladarius is actually one of the young, bright guys, and I love talking with sports with him. So me and him go back and forth having fun. So we're going to start doing our own little talk show football stuff. So y'all be ready. We're going to get it together, especially now that we got freaking preseason coming up. I'm sorry, Rondell Moore, for you getting hurt, but man, I'm excited about the Falcons. Now, I passed the points of how I felt earlier. I'm ready to see us just get in there and let's just take this division. So it'll be fun to watch. So, all right, guys, you know what? That's about the bell. I think it's time for us to go. And you know what? I'll see you when I see you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.